Welcome back to 5 Talk Street. I'm Vince Sims, your host. For 50 years, the Stewpot has been serving our local community. They started with a simple mission: to feed people who were hungry on the streets of downtown Dallas. And today, they have grown into a robust organization with a profound impact on our community, offering hope and stability to those in need. Joining me today is Brenda Snitzer. She's the executive director of the Stewpot, and Buddy Jordan. He's one of the Stewpot starters, a founding member of the organization. Thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Explain, first of all, the Stewpot.
Well, we initially started with food, helping feed our neighbors. Loving and serving our neighbors is really our mission, and we've been doing that for 50 years, loving and serving our neighbors.
The name is Stewpot. Is that how it started?
Yes, it is. We started with stew, and Buddy can tell you about that, those first days.
And you just talked about 50 years of celebration, so there is a celebration for this anniversary.
Yes, we're doing many things this year for our 50th. We did a kickoff big event, and then we've done a volunteer week honoring our volunteers. We'll be having a big celebration in October, a big open house, so folks can come see. Doing things all throughout the year, and particularly highlighting and giving opportunity for volunteers to get involved.
Sounds great. So people need to stay tuned for all the activities that are happening there. You know, Buddy, let's talk about this. Involved since day one.
Yes. We started in 1975, probably October of that year. A group of our pastors, volunteers, church members, and one or two others, we ended up calling them Stewpot starters, as you already said. We decided to start serving meals because people on the street had been coming and knocking on the church doors wanting food. All we had was canned food out of our own pantry, so we decided to start serving meals, and the first was stew out of a stew pot in the basement of the church. About 20 people were there, and it was a very personally rewarding experience, I think, for everybody involved as a server and organizer, because of our own privilege. It made us very well aware of what this meant to these people, and it was humbling and a great experience. Then it's grown from then a lot. I've been there the whole time, off and on as a volunteer in many roles. It's grown. We've added all these services, dental clinic, youth programs have been great for the area, and it's mushroomed like that thanks to tremendous donors we have, great leadership, and a tremendous amount of volunteers over the years. Makes this thing work. Brenda can tell you more specifics about it, but it's been very rewarding, very good for the city. We were able to put our love of our neighbor into action, which that was really important, you know, to us, everybody involved. So. And you mentioned some of the programs there, but it's more than just food. So give us a little bit more, some of the idea of the programs provided.
Early on, we started realizing people didn't have IDs when they'd been unsheltered and living on the streets, and so helping folks get their IDs for housing and for employment. That's one of the early programs, and then as he was saying about partnerships with dental, medical, mental health, but we also have an art program. You can see one of the paintings behind me. We have an art studio, and so about 20 artists that have been formerly homeless work in our studios, and they can sell their art through our different pop-up shelter or shows around the city. 90% goes back to the artist, 10% goes back into the program. We help do housing, many other programs, and have a children, youth, and family program for folks that are housed but living in poverty, and helping them continue their academic to be successful in higher education and college.
As we talked about 50 years, it's grown from the Stewpot in the basement to what it is now, and you've even grown into a new campus.
We have. Not too long ago, unfortunately, an organization was going out of business, and so we were able to purchase the campus. It's a 4-acre campus and doubled our space, but also the acreage, and so we are able to do our street side showers with another organization. We're able to, we have a food pantry serving over 14,000 people in the community to come get their groceries, and just many more programs and services on this campus.
And of course, as we're running down on the time here, you have an open house coming up. Tell people about that if they want to come and actually see what you're providing.
It'll be in October events, and there's a website and our anniversary page has all the upcoming events and ways that they can volunteer and get involved.
All right. Well, just want to say thank you for the work that you're doing there. Obviously, if you've been a part of it for 50 years going, it's got to be a passion for you. So it has to feel good to be a part of it, right?
Yes.
It does, yeah.
Well, again, thank you very much for the work that you're doing. And we're going to let people know if they would like some more information about this. All they have to do is visit thestewpot.org, and you can get all the information that they have and all the things they have coming up the rest of the year for the celebration. That's all for this week's 5 Talk Street. I'm Vince Sims. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.